We try to create a context and environment where people do feel free to be both respectful and candid, and from that we get terrific feedback. Richard Burke, I'm the CEO of Envoy Global. At Envoy Global, we help companies navigate the visa and immigration process by combining powerful technology, top-flight lawyering, and we help over about 1,000 companies, ranging from Fortune 40 companies to the most promising startups. So in 2015, I just joined the business. Nobody knew me there. The investors had said, we're going to take the business in a slightly different direction. That seemed to me to be the right direction. We tried it. About 6 or 9 months, it was clear that that decision wasn't right. And we had to let about 20 people go, maybe 15% of our workforce. And so I had to call everyone into a room and explain what had just happened, that the folks they were sitting with, becoming friends with, were no longer part of the business. And I couldn't draw on any well of credibility or history, shared history, where they'd say, okay, I trust Burke, I know Burke, I understand that while this is painful, this is the right thing to do. And I sort of had to say, just trust me on this one. And it proved to be the right decision, but it was very, very difficult trying to convey to young people the changes necessary in businesses and how painful those can be in the near term, but absent them can be much more damaging longer term. So we try to solicit feedback expressly and not expressly. And what I mean by that is nobody has an office. That means all of our conference rooms have glass. There's no private conference rooms. That means we are quite self-deprecating to try to break down barriers that can arise in a hierarchical organization. We try to create a context and environment where people do feel free to be both respectful and candid, and from that we get terrific feedback on how we can be a better employer, how we can have a better product, how we can be better at our service offering. I believe that finding key talent is the determinant of an organization's success. I try to do it in 3 different ways. I got great advice when I was switching over from being an attorney to being a business person from Jamie Dimon, and he said, don't hire any assholes. And I couldn't tell if he was being serious or flippant, and he said, no, don't hire assholes. And that will be critical because it'll create the winning culture. Once you do that, you can be much more comfortable hiring people smarter than you, which I think is the second core thing you need to have. People who are smarter than you in their respective disciplines, whether it's sales or product or tech or marketing. That's the second one. And the third one is a bit more homegrown to me. I try to be the boss I'd want to have. And what I mean by that is I'd want my boss to be smart, experienced, fun, empowering, respectful, knowledgeable about me, what I want to do. And I think too often bosses don't think that way. And I find it can help me be a better boss if I think about what I want my boss to do for me in that particular context. Those 3 things together, no assholes, smarter than you, and treat people essentially like you'd like to be treated, generally works well.